reality of songwriting is it's a serious process. It's a catharsis. It's a purging of things that haunt you, basically. And the more you can get rid of in that format, then the less you have to carry with you, basically. So every time you release something into a song, it's almost like it's chipping away at this cinder block that sits inside you. Write these songs, and it allows you to carry on a normal kind of life. And then you start seeing the good things instead of concentrating on the negative things.
I think a lot of Sean's lyrics are quite dark and come from a dark place. That's his way of dealing with those emotions and those situations. And I think because of having that outlet of the lyrics and the music, and getting that out of your system and putting it down on paper or in a song, I think it kind of frees you up a little bit.
Sean wears his heart on his sleeve and doesn't hold anything back lyrically. And I think a lot of it is open-ended. He's had fans in the past, directly ask him, what is the gift about? And in some cases, he leaves it up to your own interpretation. He doesn't literally come out, well, it's about this, or I was really talking about this,
Music made me feel like I wasn't alone. Nirvana, Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam, STP, all these bands made me feel like somebody gets it, man. Somebody understands everything sucks. People need to know they're not alone, I think, ultimately.
Sometimes Sean will bring an idea to the table, or Troy will have a riff, or I'll have an idea. But essentially we all end up working on the ideas as a band.
Okay, that's like the idea. I think we might have to change the pre-chorus thing where it comes in.
Yeah.
Because it's the same as the chorus, so it goes.
Yeah.
Although I like that progression, so it's like.
That's cool. But musically, we get together in a room and just jam it out, however long it takes.
Funny enough, we have all of us have similar influences, similar taste in music, and for whatever reasons, musically, it works,
As we go, we feel out parts and we add things and sort of flesh out a structure.
There's no set formula, other than Sean, the lyrics are completely 100% his. But musically, we all really, it was a band thing.
I met with Brendan O'Brien in, I think it was December of 2009, and he was a positive, powerful, just really great influence on this album. He was an influence, not a director, which is the main difference here. A lot of producers become directors, quote unquote, because of the fact that they feel it's their album, whereas Brendan really says, let's make the best Seether album we can.
He's quite intense, he works very quickly, which we do as well as a band, so it worked really well.
Then comes Brendan O'Brien. I mean, and what an amazing talent. If anybody who doesn't know who he is has been living under the rock for the last 20 years. I mean, I was in awe. I mean, I didn't know what to expect. I mean, this is a guy who's done some of my favorite albums.
We were all really focused by the time we finally got in there for each batch. So it's almost interesting, there's almost like a slightly different feel about each batch. Each one dealt with different things lyrically, and they almost, some of them have a more urgent feel than others, and that's because of the fact that we took a year and a half. And the recording process was over 6 months of just little blocks. We're already proud of it. It's more interesting. It's more creative. We pushed each other. We laughed. We cried. I think if people are fans of this band, it'll definitely find a place in their collection. And I think if they are not yet a fan of the band, this might convert them.
Yeah, I think it's funny. Initially, working on this song, me and Sean went in. He had sent me kind of just a riff, the main riff of the song, and what he was thinking, and then I was kind of familiar with it. Kind of came up with a fill that would go in and out of the verse sections, and I kind of knew what I wanted to do. And it's funny, me and Sean, well, really all the band, but me and Sean have been playing together so long, we just kind of know where we're going. So even though there was just kind of one main idea, really in not even an hour, we had a working arrangement, and in a couple of hours, if it was even that, we were laying down the drum tracks, the basic tracks for a new song.
And let's just run this riff just the one time through. You know, like until the check it. I'll tell you. Now. It's more like a.
Yeah. Just.
Oh, that's what I want to hear today, because I like when I come in the it sort of just gets real fucking heavy there for a second.
I mean, if I need to go to a tom thing.
No, I wanted to stay away from the tom thing.
Okay. Here's the beginning. Okay. Keep going.
Yeah, do a double time. Just do a double.
At least on the first one, because every time we cut short.
For a song we just basically wrote today in total.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
It's pretty good, man. Yes. Yeah.
Cool. I like it. There are a couple pieces we'll work on tomorrow.
Hells yeah, man.
Let's come in tomorrow with fresh ears. You know what I mean? And like, because I've heard that fucking riff 1,000 times.
Yeah.
What time should
This is how we make rock and roll, man.
We can bring it together and come up with a song fairly quickly. You know, it's kind of crazy. You know, this song kind of came out of thin air very, very quickly, and it's a good rockin' song, man.
Well, I can't stand to look at you now.
Yeah, I think a lot of people perceive us as a dark, sort of moody band because of the music, and I think especially the lyrics.
We aren't. We've never been a band that takes ourselves seriously, yet that was the portrayal of us for the first 2 or 3 albums, was because, man, you gotta be rock bands don't smile, you know, it's just serious.
Yeah, I think we just have fun with what we do, and we don't take it too seriously, and we just pretend we're at a kegger playing in someone's living room, and that's kind of our mentality.
That sounds good with that nose over it, doesn't it, Seether?
It's cool.
We just released this part.
Yeah, the drums are awesome as long as you guys don't f it up.
So you look like a rock and roll music band. What name of your band?
We like to call ourselves Seether.
You sound like you suck.
Sorry. It also has a whammy on it, this first round.
We just hope that this album is, you know, one more in a string of albums that we have as a career, and that when we get to a point where it's a milestone for us. You know, it's a big producer, really carefully thought out songs and well planned songs. You know, it's a really good snapshot of where we're at right now, what our mindset is, how we feel.
Well, my hopes for the future is that we can keep playing for as long as we can, as long as we can stand and hold a guitar and people come to the shows. This is all I know. This is all I've done my whole adult life. So I really can't do anything else.
Man, I hope things keep getting bigger and better. All I know is that we've made a strong album, an album that I'm proud to have been a part of. I'm really excited. If I weren't in this band, I would be a fan of this album. I think it's a great album. I think it's a strong album. The songs are great. I'm real proud of what we've done, and I hope everybody else likes it too.
And hopefully we'll be out and tour this for 2 years and go home and do another one and continue to put out music that makes us happy and that makes us feel like we're contributing to the world as a whole. You know?